So today I just want to talk about the Boolean data type. So we're going to talk about the Boolean data type today, and this is a data type I neglected to mention to you guys mainly because it's not used with all C++ compilers, mainly just the new ones within the last 5 to 10 years. Probably a little longer than that, but it's still a very important data type. So today we're going to review the Boolean data type, and the way you declare actually, first let's go over what a Boolean data type is. A Boolean data type is a variable that holds either two values, true or false. It can't be any different value. It's either true or false. Of course, other different compilers handle it in different ways, but in the computer, essentially, a true equals 1. If I could write better, that would be nice. True equals 1, and false equals 0. So if this were Java, all I'd have to do to declare a Boolean data type would be Boolean, the spelling. However, in order to declare a Boolean variable in C++, we actually have to use the keyword Bool, which is nice because it's a shorthand for Boolean. So, for example, if I can just start up WordPad. Let's say we had a circuit and that circuit had a switch. We could make a Boolean variable called isOn, and we can set it to true. We can also set isOn to false. But true and false are not the only quote values that you can give it, even though in the end that's what the Boolean variable holds. You can actually assign conditional statements to it. So for example, bool is less than equals, say, a variable I is less than n. By the way, this example is from the book C++ Without Fear, which is a beginner's guide, I recommend you get it. It's a really good book. So yeah, Boolean variables can also hold conditional statements. And let me just show you a simple example of a Boolean variable. Let's open our project. Oh wait, I don't want a new project. File, open. Let's open our test project and clean our old stuff. And all we're gonna do today is declare a Boolean variable called isOn, and we're gonna set it equal to true. And then we're just gonna put a simple statement. If isOn, by the way, you don't have to put isOn equals true. You can just put if isOn because that's what the compiler knows by default to check if a Boolean variable is true or not. You don't have to put isOn equals true. Then you can just put okay, I'm thinking Java. Cout the circuit switch is closed. else if it's not on, if is on equals false, see out the circuit switch is open. So let's just get a magnifier on this. So we have a Boolean variable is on. This is after the main statement and the preprocessor directives. Boolean variable is on, and we set that equal to true. And if the variable is on is true, you don't have to put is on equals true, although you could. But the compiler checks for that by default, so you don't have to put that. If is on equals true, the compiler is gonna print out the circuit switch is closed. Else, otherwise, if is on is false, the program is gonna print out the circuit switch is open, and then it's gonna return 0, which means essentially it's gonna return with no problem at all. Enter a starting. Oh wait, sorry, I have to recompile. Build and run. As you can see, our result is the circuit switch is closed, which makes sense because we put if Boolean is on is true, which we set is on to true, the compiler should print out the circuit switch is closed. Okay, so that was our introduction to Boolean variables today. They're a very important data type. Old compilers actually lack support for the Boolean data type, but if your compiler lacks it, you have the option of using the int type in place of a Boolean, and you use the number 1 in place of true and 0 in place of false. That's traditionally what goes on under the hood with the Boolean data type. So computers, they can only speak in ones and zeros, which is binary. So if this is true to a computer, this is a 1. If this is false to a computer, this is a 0. Okay, thank you for joining me for this tutorial, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. And please do subscribe. Yeah, sorry. Please do subscribe.